What's going on, fellas? It's Cager and I am back with another video on Smash Ultimate. So today we are going to be talking about the next DLC fighter, or perhaps a DLC fighter in the future, not necessarily the next one. But yes, we're going to be talking about an Xbox representative. So yes, guys, this is going to almost for sure absolutely happen. I've been pretty positive of this ever since Joker was announced, and now that we know that Xbox Live is going to be coming to the Switch, it makes it even more like set in stone, like without them even telling us anything. This is going to happen. They're going to have an Xbox character in Smash Ultimate as DLC. And how do I know this? Well, Nintendo chose all the DLC fighters this time around. We do know that. And we do know that they are interested in bringing third parties to the Switch, because we have a character, Joker, that isn't even on the Switch yet, and he's announced from Persona 5. And that's incredible, but like, let's think about who else Nintendo has been having a good relationship with recently, because it's likely that these are the characters that are going to be appearing on Switch. And honestly, out of any big game company, the one that has the best relationship with Nintendo right now is probably Microsoft, which is a very big surprise to me. I never thought I'd see the day where that happens, but there's already cross play with Minecraft and Fortnite, I think maybe even Rocket League. Which is pretty cool. That's 3 big games, very big games that have crossplay in them. And now we're going to be seeing Xbox Live integrated into the Switch. So we still don't really know everything about this yet. I made a video about it yesterday. If you guys want to go watch that, I'll have a card in the top right corner, or you can wait till the end and there'll be a link there. But anyways, what happened is, yeah, Microsoft announced that Xbox Live is going to be coming to the Switch. I think it's going to be like voice chat, like you could sign in your Xbox Live account. There might even be like achievements or that kind of stuff. But the big thing here is that they are like really furthering their relationship with Nintendo. Like the fact that Nintendo's allowing another company's like software and like user interface to be like put on as an app, I assume, onto their console means that things are really good between them. And if things are really good between them, there's a big chance that they're going to have an Xbox character be in Smash. And I was already pretty sure of this when Joker first got announced, because it seems like that's the sort of path they're going to take with DLC. I don't really see too many more Nintendo characters coming out as DLC, actually, which is quite the opposite of what I thought it was going to be like before. Before, when Nintendo chose all the characters, I was thinking they were going to choose like modern Nintendo Switch characters, which could still be a couple of them, but I think there are going to be at least 2 more third parties after Joker, because that was just such a big shock that I think that's what they're going to do. It seems like all the DLC characters are going to be quite a surprise, like this sort of thing. So who is going to come from Xbox to be on the Switch? And I think that it's one of these 3 characters. You guys already saw the thumbnail of the video, so you know who I'm going to be talking about. Let's start with Banjo and Kazooie. So this is the classic character that a lot of people have wanted in Smash for a very long time, and I really can't relate because I didn't grow up with the Nintendo 64. I grew up with the GameCube and then with the Wii, so I can't really relate to people who played this game as a child. So yeah, I'm sorry for that, guys. But I have actually played the game a couple times, and you know, I think it's a good game. I think it's a good game. Yeah, I think it's definitely worthy of its praise, that's for sure. And the only thing that kind of gets me like a little bit uneasy is the fact that Banjo and Kazooie really haven't been relevant for a very long time. And now this doesn't really matter at all if you take a look at like the Smash Ballad and that kind of stuff, because we see King K. Rool hasn't been in a game in like 12 years or something like that, and like his last appearance before Ultimate was in like a Mario baseball game. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. So that definitely doesn't matter. But if you look at Banjo and Kazooie, their last appearance was in 2008 in Nuts and Bolts, which was a game that was received horribly, and that was on the Xbox 360, so it's not even on a Nintendo system. Like, this was way after Microsoft bought out Rare. So are they going to be in the game? I don't know. I think it's hard to say, because a lot of dedicated fans who have been like into Smash and fans of Nintendo, maybe also Xbox, but more like Nintendo fans from, you know, decades ago, really want this character. But if you look at the new audience, they're not really going to be as interested. They're not going to really know who Banjo and Kazooie are. Like, even a lot of people in my age too, like friends that I talk to, and this is people growing up with the GameCube, don't really know who Banjo and Kazooie are, like most of the people I talk to. So it's kind of hard to say. I really don't see it happening when you look at the other characters that are more relevant, and I'm going to get to them in a second. Though it would be nice to see still. I'd still be a fan of it. If they had Banjo and Kazooie in the game, I would definitely be on board. There's a lot they could do with that moveset, and they're really like classic Nintendo characters. Now that's the thing though, they're Nintendo characters, because back when you know, they were really popular, the games that were popular in Banjo Kazooie's franchise, being the first one, Banjo Kazooie, and then Banjo Tooie, I think was the second one. Those were like the two most popular games. They were both on the Nintendo 64. So this isn't really even an Xbox character at this point, which is another reason why I think Banjo and Kazooie are less likely, because people know them for being on a Nintendo platform. Now, granted, they could also come as DLC. Like, I feel like if they're going to choose an Xbox rep, though, it's going to be somebody who's primarily from Xbox, which will lead us into our next character, who I think could be a slight bit more likely, which is Master Chief from Halo. Now, this sounds like ridiculous to most of you people, probably. Like, Master Chief in Smash? Like, what are you talking about? Like, he's from an M-rated game, a shooter. Like, why would he ever be in Smash? Like, what kind of stuff could he ever do in Smash? And to that, I say, look at Snake. Like, Snake is not from a game that is in line with a lot of the other franchises that are involved in Smash. His game series is a lot different, and they found a way to incorporate him in the game, make him a really fun character to play, and keep the game at the E10 rating, which is definitely the goal. So what could they do with Master Chief? Well, I think they could give him mostly the alien weapons, so like stuff like the plasma gun or like the needler, those kind of weapons. Maybe frag grenades like Snake has. Definitely the energy sword. I think that would be really cool if they made Master Chief like kind of like a semi-sword fighter. So it wasn't like completely revolving around the sword, but the sword was a big part of his moveset. Like, it was used in a lot of his attacks. I think that would be a really interesting character to play. And I want to know your guys' thoughts on that, honestly, because I haven't really talked to anybody about this. I just kind of thought about it myself. And it seems like something that would be so cool. I would really love to play Master Chief if that's what they did with him. Halo is a game that was also very precious to me growing up. I had it on the original Xbox, and it was great. Great times with Halo 2, specifically. So I'd really love to see him in Smash. But definitely, let me know what you guys think about that. But he's not even the most likely character, I think. We're going to get into the most likely character now. And I'm going to say that's Steve from Minecraft. And I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, like, what are you talking about? Minecraft's an indie game. But it was bought out by Microsoft, I want to say like 3-4 years ago. It's been a long time. And now that Microsoft owns it, it's still available on other platforms. But Steve is technically an Xbox character now, and I think that would be a big move. I think that is going to happen, honestly, guys, because if you take a look at the interviews that happened like a few months ago, like before like the last Direct, or maybe like around the time of the last Direct, I think, yeah, probably a little bit after the last Direct for Ultimate, right? Like a week or so after that, it was announced that the DLC characters were already chosen, and how it worked was Nintendo provided Sakurai with a list of characters that they would like to be implemented in the game, and from that list, Sakurai chose 5 of them. Now, we don't know who was on that list, how long the list was, or any of that stuff, but if it was an Xbox character and Sakurai had the final choice, I believe he would choose Steve, and this is because he is a huge fan of Minecraft. He really likes all of the like exploring and like potential it has in like that sandbox game. He's talked about in interviews before how he plays Minecraft in a lot of his free time. And I think that he would definitely go ahead and choose Steve to try and implement him into Smash, because there's kind of a lot you could do with that character too. Now, it's not something like Halo or Banjo Kazooie where you could just take stuff like directly from the game, like weapons specifically, because if you look at Minecraft, like, what do you have? You have a sword that you just click with. There's no like special attacks. It's literally just one click. And you have a bow and arrow. And now they added shields to it too. So I guess he could hold a shield. It might look something like a lot of the Brawl mods. If you remember back in the day, like back when Brawl was heavily modded, there were so many mods for Steve in Minecraft, and it was over Link. And he had like the Minecraft shield and like the iron or diamond sword, and then he shot out like a fishing line instead of the hook shot. But I don't see that happening. I don't think he's just going to be like a clone, or not even a clone, but just like have a similar sort of you know, range or similar kit, I guess, to Link. Not the same as hacks, but like similar utilities, I guess. I don't think it's even going to be that. I think if he's incorporated in the game, I think he's going to be given the pickaxe as his main weapon, because that's sort of like the staple of Minecraft. I think it'll probably be an iron or a diamond pickaxe, and he's going to do some stuff with that. I don't know what they're going to do with his moveset, but I think they'll definitely make it something unique. I don't think he's going to be placing blocks around down. That's something that people are saying, like, oh, what if his special is to just place down a dirt block or something. I don't think that's going to be the case. That would be a little bit hard to get right, and it would make for a really, really weird character that would kind of just mess up the meta of Smash. So I don't think that is going to happen at all. I don't think we're going to see building. I think we are going to see using of different assets. So like I think we're going to see something like maybe like a minecart. Like he hops in a minecart for like a side special temporarily, like how Wario has the bike, like something like that. I think we're going to see a lot if Steve is a character. And I think Steve, out of every Xbox character, is the most likely. And I'm honestly fine with that, guys. I know Minecraft went through this whole big phase, like kind of like how Fortnite right now, like a lot of people, myself included, don't really like Fortnite too much. They're fed up with the game. There's way too many little kids playing Fortnite everywhere, and it's on YouTube everywhere. And it's just, way too annoying right now. And that's kind of how Minecraft was, like, 5 or so years ago. But Minecraft's finally, like, grown out of that stage. Like, it's back where, like, oh yeah, Minecraft, we had a lot of good memories with that game. Like, I feel like that's the point that the game's at now. So, seeing Steve in there, I would be completely fine with. I think Minecraft is a really fun game. And I have gotten back into it recently, so I would definitely like to see Steve in there. Let me know what you guys think about that. And, yeah, tell me what you think is the most, or the most likely character, rather, from Xbox to be added into Smash. Let me know who you want into Smash, whether it be a Microsoft representative or just any character in general for DLC, because it has been quite a while since we heard any news on DLC, now almost 2 months, so I think we're going to get either a Joker trailer, like actual gameplay, and release date announcement, or some sort of announcement for DLC 2 at some point soon. I think it is coming, guys, now that the Piranha Plan's been out for about a week. But definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll be eager to check them. And have a wonderful day. This is Cager, and I'll see you in the next one.